Hello and welcome to another episode of the Women series where we capture developments and stories that impact women. It is often said that the way you dress is the way you are dressed, and good looks equals good business. Now, research has also shown to us that being confident, which is largely dependent on a person's fashion sense, can boost productivity. Therefore, on the program today, we will be talking about women, fashion, and productivity. Now, I'm not here alone. Joining me to have this conversation is a fashion designer by profession, a woman, and the CEO of Quintessence by Opeyemi. Welcome with me, Mrs. Opeyemi Adeleye-Okuselu. You're welcome, ma.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for joining us on the show today.
Thank you once again.
Now, I called your brand Quintessence by Opeyemi. What exactly does Quintessence mean? Because, I mean, when I saw the name, I'm like, it struck me. I'm like, oh, that sounds girly, that sounds queenly, that sounds...
Yes.
So what exactly does
That's the
Quintessence
idea.
mean?
It sounds queenly. And quintessence simply means the typical example of class.
Oh, right.
The typical example of quality. And then it's made by Opeyemi, so yeah.
So Opeyemi, Quintessence by Opeyemi. Thank you for joining us on the show
Thank
today.
you
By the
so
way,
much.
you look good.
Oh, thank you. You look good too.
Thank you very much. Now, quite often than not, we get such compliments when we say, oh, you look good. I love your fashion sense. What exactly does it mean when people say, I love your fashion sense? I mean, what comes to mind when you hear someone say, I love your fashion sense? Does it have to do with your dress alone? Because I mean, I obviously want to believe that it is beyond the dressing. So what exactly it is when we say, I love your fashion sense, or the word fashion sense?
So when we say fashion sense, it simply means dressing fashionably. So when we say a woman is fashionable, we simply mean she's intentional about her clothing. She doesn't just wake up in the morning and say, oh, where's my shoe? What bag do I carry? What top matches this skirt? She's planned overnight. There is nothing wrong in having your Monday to Friday dresses arranged on Sunday. That is being intentional about your clothing. It doesn't just happen by accident. That's what we mean by fashion. Putting everything together and being intentional. I know that a white top goes with a purple skirt. I don't just do yellow, pink, green. Let me shall go like that. No, that's wrong. We are women and we should be intentional about what we put on.
Now, you've mentioned being intentional and you've talked about colors as well.
Yes.
Hold on that thought. But could you share with us the importance of a woman's fashion sense in a work environment? And more importantly, how does it affect her in a work culture?
Okay, so the fashion sense of a woman has an undeniable effect on her esteem, on her self-esteem. So when she dresses right, her mood is right, her energy level is intact. You know, everybody even wants to work with her. She's positive, her vibes are right, and she's positive towards work. She wakes up in the morning and knows, oh yes, it's gonna be a great day, just because there is joy from within. You know, fashion sense is a branding that a woman gives just to show her personality. So I know this is the kind of person I am. I know I am a queen, and so I dress like a queen. When we know the kind of person we are, our dressing expresses that. Our dressing tells the story of that. And so the woman is on point, our confidence is high, and then our productivity is superb.
I love the fact that you mentioned branding. I mean, it's a world where everyone wants to express themselves in a different form and sell out their brand in different ways. So the point is, you're not only selling a particular product, you're as well selling yourself.
You're selling yourself. Yes.
Basically, it encompasses, definitely, it encompasses everything all together. But let's delve a little bit. In a world where technology now is the new normal, where now, I mean, quite a number of people have their offices from home, and they tend to sit in front of the camera, in front of their laptops or their phones, whatever gadgets they're using. So in a process where technology is now a new normal, let's take, for example, like Zoom and the likes, where we have meetings and whatnot, how would you say a person portrays herself in terms of dressing? I mean, you cannot... it allows for you to be a little bit lackadaisical when it comes to your dressing. Yeah, but you want to sell out your brand, basically. how do you portray yourself with the same technology?
Okay. We actually need to have an understanding that whatsoever we are doing, whatsoever clothing we are putting on is for us, not for anybody. We are not dressing to impress or press anyone. We are just dressing for ourselves. Because of me, I choose to do this, and then I'm wearing this. So whether on Zoom or a physical meeting, if you desire to wear a black dress on a nude colored shoe, please go ahead and do that. The hair intact, the makeup subtle, you're just okay, and you're not distracted that, oh, my face is unkempt and all. And please, I hope I can quickly share a story.
No, definitely, I can.
Okay, so recently I had a training online, and we had a presentation to do. I couldn't travel down, so I joined on Zoom, and I was the first person to present, and I had a lovely dress on, my hair well packed, just a subtle makeup. I was not planning to put on my video. I just wanted to say what I had to say. But immediately I did the introduction. Somebody just said, oh, would like to see your face. Can you just put on the video? I did that immediately. I didn't have to say, oh, give me 5-10 minutes, let me quickly. I did that immediately. So regardless of whether you're seen or not, this is about you. This is going to make you feel better. This is going to put you in the zone, in the right mood. So just wear the dress and have fun.
So dressing basically puts you in the zone and it makes you feel good about yourself. So let's talk about body types.
Okay.
Let's talk about body types. We have different types of bodies. We have people with the triangle. We have people with the rectangle. We have the hourglass and whatnot. So how would you describe, or how would you explain someone with a different kind of body type dressed perfectly to suit their body type?
Okay, I really love this, and I'm going to start by saying that all body shapes, sizes, figure, everything is perfect, unique, and beautiful. And really, I would like that we all go online. Everything is online. We all go online and put it there, female body types, just so you know, by the time you read through, you know where you are and you know what works for you. Because it's always a struggle when we tell clients that, oh, this dress is sweet on this celebrity, but it doesn't suit your body shape. They feel offended. They feel like, oh, are you saying you can't make the dress? You get? Are you saying you can't make the dress? Or what exactly are you? But when they have an idea, everybody knows that, okay, this designer is right. Now, we have quite a number of shapes, but then we have 4 major ones. The first one is rectangle. Okay. Those are the straight ones. Right. Some people call it banana. So they have a broad shoulder, the bust, the waist. It's just equivalent. Yes, it's quite equal, quite similar in measurement. People like that should do more of the shoulder dresses. So you have this shoulder, just flaunt it and be beautiful in it. They can do tube dresses and use a lot of belts. That way, exactly. That way, the waist is defined. Okay. Everything is not just straight. Right. And we also have triangle shape. We also call that pear. You know how it is, pear is small and then it goes big. So they have narrow shoulders, small bust, and then the waist and the hip is quite large or round. Yeah. So people like that can do with boat neck. Okay, sometimes we call it canoe neck. Yeah, it makes the neck look wide and then it kind of make the bust also look big. It kind of makes the bust also look big. So that works for people like that. For inverted triangle, we also call that apple. You know, apple is big, then it goes small. People like that can do V-neck. Okay. So a V-neck dress or top will make the shoulder, the bust look small, and they can do high waist trousers, no leggings, no fitted skirt. It's going to make the leg show that it is quite tiny. Okay. Then for hourglass, that's like every woman's dream. That's having the right flesh in the right places. You know? They can actually go with anything, really, but there's no need for loose dresses. Just wear fitted clothing and you're fine. I would also like to talk about people that are quite short. Okay. They can wear midi dresses, not so short, not so, like somewhere here. Midi dresses will do. It makes them look tall. And then for people that are tall, they can just do knee length. So just so the beautiful legs are, they get to flaunt their beautiful legs.
Okay, the other time you talked about colors. Now for a work environment, how do you try to play with colors? Because it can be quite tricky when you talk about colors. You really don't want to be too loud. At the same time, you really don't want to keep too cool all the time. So how do you want to play with colors, especially for women?
Okay, so for me, I really like combining colors. So I'm like, powder blue and navy blue, perfect. Let's do that, it makes sense. But then just as you mentioned, you don't want to be too loud, but of course you can still play with colors. You know, in fashion, you can have like 3 colors and go with it. You can combine 3 colors, and those 3 colors, black and white, are not even inclusive. So you can do mustard, for example, and combine, and combine mustard with wine, and then just do black, add black to it. So there are certain ways you can still combine the colors, but tone it down, maybe with black, with white. It doesn't want to be too loud, emerald green and lemon or orange, you know, that's too loud. Just, what I'm trying to say is we can mix colors, but still make it cool and not so loud.
Right, that's perfect. Let's talk about productivity now in terms of a working environment. How do you think fashion would drive productivity when in a working environment, basically?
You know, Edith Head, an American costume designer, she once said, you can have anything you want in life if you dress for it. So when a woman knows a person, knows a place, you know, it affects her productivity at work. And I'd like to dig in deeper, just a little. It goes beyond dressing. It goes beyond the outward appearance. It should come from the inside. So you want to affirm yourself, and you're not waiting on external opinion. You tell yourself every morning that I'm beautiful, I'm deserving, I can do all things.
Affirmations.
You know, from your inside, you make that, even that clothing you're wearing, you make it important. The clothing is not making you important. Your confidence is now boosted by the dress, and your appearance just gives you a calm a calm mindset, and you do all you want to do graciously and achieve a whole lot, and you don't even know that it's because you did this. Exactly.
Right, we're supposed to affirm to ourselves that I am beautiful, I can do this, I can achieve that. Because I'm a queen, I know, right? So let's talk about trends a little bit. Trends, it's something that women really want to just jump into at one point or the other. Today, this is what is trending. Tomorrow, that's what is trending. I think this period, we have like the arms and the sleeves, that's what is trending. So in a working environment where you want to be very, very careful when it comes to trend, how would you say women, or what's your advice on women jumping on trends?
Okay. I'm still going to talk about a designer, Gianni Versace. He said, don't go into trends.
Why?
Don't let fashion own you, but know what you are. So this is me. This is my signature. This is what I like to wear. I like to wear full sleeves. I like to make it dramatic and all of that. I am not going to say, oh, this is what is in vogue. Let me have 15 palazzos, because they are now wearing palazzos.
By the time it goes off trend,
then you have to look for money again. Maybe you even borrow to buy more clothes. You know, as women, we should not be like that. We should be confident in what we are wearing, not because it is in vogue, not because everybody has it, but because this is me and this is what I choose to wear, and everybody will adjust.
I love it. It feels like you're preaching now. Yes, I mean, it is, no, for real, it is actually true that you just have to have a signature for yourself. I know that for someone like Okonjo-Iweala, let's say, you know that she has a signature scarf.
Yes, we know
like we know how the gele looks. So it is just safer when you have a signature, just as you said. Thank you. Now, considering a society where we are,
Okay.
and then decency is defined by some conventional standards and whatnot. What exactly are your thoughts on decency, especially in a working environment,
Okay.
just to drive productivity?
You know, growing up, I always tell myself that, okay, so raise your hand. When I'm all dressed, raise your hand.
If you can raise it, let me try my hand.
Touch your toe. You're going
Okay.
to have to bend to touch your
Right.
toe. If anything is showing, go and change your clothes.
Interesting.
Then that's not decent.
That's like a very good rule.
Exactly. That's not modest. If you have to be careful, you know, when you raise your hand and you touch your toe and you're trying to hold your chest just so your bust don't pop out, then you're not moderate. You're not decently dressed. And what exactly is the purpose of clothing? It is to cover nakedness. So if what I'm wearing is not covering, then that dress is not fulfilling its destiny. Right. Then you need to go back in and change.
So basically, I love that rule. If you have to raise your hand and then
touch
you're not comfortable and you have to touch your toe and you're not comfortable, that means that's not decent enough.
Yes.
I love that rule.
Thank you.
So let's quickly talk about budgeting when it comes to fashion.
Okay.
Women by nature, we love fashion. We love to be fashionable. Talking about our hairstyles, our makeup, our dress sense, our shoes, our bags, and whatnot. It is all about the fashion. I mean, it encompasses all. Now, when you want to budget, you want to look a particular way, but your money is sort of not.
It's not agreeing.
It's not measuring up to what exactly you have in your mind.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on that?
Please, I think at such time, we should ask ourselves 3 basic questions.
Okay.
The first is, do I like this dress?
I definitely like the dress, but I can't afford it.
Then, does it fit my body shape? And then thirdly, can I afford it? If you tick all these boxes, then go for it. You can even buy 2 and dash 1 to a friend. But then if you can't afford it, there is no point. You really don't have to make all your clothing in your wardrobe be at the same amount, at the same price range. Right. It's okay to wear 1,000 naira top on 15,000 naira skirt. If you can afford it, buy it. But then you're not going to drink garri because you want to buy it. Don't forget, we are not dressing to impress. We are not dressing to oppress. You're just doing this for yourself. So really, just do what works for you, what you can afford to buy.
Our time is fast spent. Let's really talk about Quintessence by Opeyemi. What should we be expecting in year 2021? I'm sure you've got goals and whatnot. So what should we be expecting?
Okay, so in 2021, we are looking to expand our fashion academy arm, such that we are able to train more people. You know, last year we couldn't really train a lot of people. We could only take 2 per time because of Corona. But now we are looking at expanding it, having so much, having more people coming to learn. We're also looking at expanding our export arm, make our clothing available all over the nation and all over the world. And of course, to continually source our fabrics locally. That way we improve our economy.
Exactly, we drive the fashion industry. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you
coming.
so much for having me.
I've learned quite a number of things. I mean, I have to raise my hand.
Yes, you should.
Touch my toe. And thank you very much for coming.
Thank you
it was
so
worth
much.
having you. And that will be all for today's edition of the program. If you've got questions and comments, kindly send a mail to programs@proshareng.com or business@proshareng.com. We will be glad to hear from you. And visit our website on www.proshareng.com to get more information on your personal finance and updates from our news stories and videos. And you can choose to follow us on all our social media platforms showing on your screen. Till next week, thank you for watching. Please stay safe.